No, it's Fabio being with batteries on the fly. Today I'll show you to tie a variation of the Clouser Minnow. Hope you enjoy the video and we'll see you next week.
Okay, we're gonna tie a special version of a Clouser Minnow. I already put all my vices, a Gamakatsu B10S size 4. You can go as small as a size 6, 8, or you can go as big as a size 2 or larger. If you're gonna use this fly for saltwater fishing, you might wanna use a saltwater hook. Be careful when you tie these flies, these hooks are very sharp. So I'm gonna get my thread. It's gonna be 140 denier in white. I'm gonna start by laying a base of thread 1/3 down the hook shank. So I see a lot of people, beginners tying the Clouser Minnow, and one of the probably the mistakes they make right away is to start too close to the eye of the hook. So again, measure it. Make sure you are 1/3 down the hook shank. Okay. I'm going to put a medium size dumbbell eyes. This is orange. You can use red, yellow, whatever colors you like. And then you gotta make sure that you use dumbbell eyes based on the size of the hook and also based on the waters that you fish. Obviously, if you're fishing shallow waters, there's really no need to go with a heavy dumbbell eyes, but if you're fishing deeper waters, you want heavier dumbbell eyes. I'm going to turn the fly upside down, and this is the way the fly is going to fish. The fly is going to be riding hook point up. So that's why we put the dumbbell eyes on the bottom, on top of the hook shank, I mean. So now we put some glue, and so they'll keep help secure those dumbbell eyes. Last thing we want to do is as we fish the dumbbell eyes to rotate around the hook shank. I'm going to get some white deer hair. I'm not going to get a whole lot. Less is always better. So let me get a small clump here. And the reason why less is better is because it's going to be, less bulk is going to make it easier to cast, and then it's going to make it easier and for the fly to sink as fast as needed. So now I'm going to measure this. I'm going to eyeball this about twice the length of the hook shank. I'm going to cut the excess. So another tip is, cut it before you put it on, so you don't have to cut it later. Now I'm going to angle. I'm going to bring my thread forward close to the eyelet hook. I'm going to angle the deer hair at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to make a couple of loose wraps, and I'm going to pull those fibers back to make sure that the eyelet of the hook is free, and so now I can tighten my loops and secure that deer hair in place in front of the eyelet hook. And now you can see there's a very clean head. And then I'm going to lift the deer hair up and keep lifting it so that I can tie the deer hair on top of the hook shank, not around the hook shank. So you want to be always on top. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go under and bring the thread forward again. Okay, so that was the first part. So again, this is how the fly is gonna fish. Hook side point up. I'm going to get some crystal flash. I don't know, 6 or 7 fibers, strands. I mean, I'm going to wrap it around the thread. I'm gonna lift the crystal flash up, and then I'm going to secure it over the hook shank, like so. You can use, you can use crystal flash, you can use lateral scale. They both work very well. I'm going to cut the excess. I'm going to make sure that, the crystal flash is evenly distributed around the hook. Let's see, there's some more long here. So here's the variation. I'm going to put 2 woolly bugger feathers. So this is how this Clouser Minnow is, again, is a variation of the fly that Bob Clouser invented. I'm going to eyeball it, and we want these feathers to be about the length of the deer hair. I'm gonna pull some fibers off and to expose the stem. So now I'm going to secure the stem. Secure the feather. Up front here. I'm gonna let it go. Make sure that it's oriented correctly. I'm gonna pull that stem back. I'm going to go over it again, so that adds some more strength to that feather, so it doesn't slide off. I'm going to measure the next one, which again I'm going to tie on the other side. I'm going to pull some of the fibers off again, and now I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the other one. I'm going to make a couple of thread wraps, loose thread wraps. Make sure that the feather is aligned correctly. I think it is. Maybe not. Let me try again. Still trying to rotate. Okay, I think I got it. Then I'm going to fold that stem over. I'm going to go a little down here. I'm going to fold that stem. And again, that's just for added strength. Okay. So now I'm going to add some more deer hair. And this will be on the top side of the fly. I'm gonna get this light blue deer hair. You can make white and chartreuse, white and red, white and yellow, white and blue. It's all good combinations. I'm gonna pull all these short fibers. I'm gonna measure it, eyeball it like that. I'm gonna get my scissors. Again, I'm gonna cut the excess off. I'm going to lay it and hold it. Make a couple of loose wraps. Pull the deer hair so it's out of the way from the eyelet. And then I'm going to secure it with some tight wraps and try to finish that edge so it's nice, neat, and polished. There's one hair sticking out, but I can cut that later. I'm going to get my whip finisher and secure this fly with a couple of whip finishing touches. gonna get my scissors. I'm gonna cut that thread. I'm gonna cut that here. Still there. Okay, I'm gonna get some glue. I'm gonna put a generous amount over that head. We want all those deer hair and the thread to bind together so the fly doesn't come apart. So I think we're done. Let me just adjust this a little. And there's the final result. Let me put on the vise. There's the final result. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next week.